personalities of people who develop this, and it tends to be the people who have one of two things. One, they either had a significant stressor, they were abused physically or sexually abused as children and never talked about it and stuffed it away. And because they keep stuffing it away, their body's saying, hey, I can't hold this much longer, and so chronic pain develops. The other personality type are the people who are constantly giving and doing for others and refuse to address their own needs, and their body eventually says, look, if you aren't going to listen to yourself, if you aren't, if you're not going to listen to me and what your emotions are and what your needs are, I'm going to make you, and then they become debilitated with physical pain.
Yes, right on. So we have actually related this phenomenon to science, and I have a partner in this, Dr. Dean Allen, who has related our emotions to our 23 glands and organs in our bodies, and each one of them is responsible for a certain function to make sure that we achieve homeostasis in our body. And when we do not process our emotions properly, then our bodies take care of that, because it's a machine. It's a beautifully designed system, so it compensates. But it can only compensate so far, like you have said. And then once it cannot compensate anymore, in order to keep us alive, we're going to get sick. So this means that we are responsible for having a Walgreens at every corner.
We are, and I think part of it is what you're saying. I think the other part of it too is that we're such a biomedical society. So if something's affecting you, something's wrong biologically, then we need to give you a pill or do surgery, and that's obviously not cutting the bill. I mean, it's just not working. Over 75% of illness, and this is even what medical doctors are saying, so those who subscribe to the biomedical model, over 75% of illness is either caused by or made worse by stress. And stress is an emotion. In psychology, we call it distress, but it's that emotional component of feeling anxious or overwhelmed or depressed or whatever, quote, negative emotion it is. Over 75% of illness is caused by that, from what the biomedical people are saying. And yet, what do? We give them a pill. We aren't addressing the emotional component of it.
And the pill is only for the symptom, not for the cause.
Totally.
And it comes with, every pill comes with at least minimum 10 side effects.
I was just going to say that, and then you have the side effects. That's what I always tell my clients. I say, for example, who are depressed, they come in and they say, well, what about meds? I said, you can absolutely talk to your physician about medication. The type of therapy that I practice not only has been shown to be as effective and even more effective than antidepressant medications, but the only side effects are positive. I mean, side effects for therapy that I do are better relationships and a boost in your libido and better able to sleep and weight loss and all this other great stuff. So you're right. I mean, medications are really, and again, there's a time and a place for them. So I don't want to say, I don't want people to hear me say, if you're taking meds, just get off of them. Certainly. But we rely so much on them, and we're really missing the boat.
Well, we actually get addicted to them, so you can't just get off of it. So, yeah, I certainly understand. So, yeah. So, I'm just reminded that, what are we doing to our elderly? And I spent some time in China, and I noticed, it's a completely different culture, but there's so much respect for the older generation in Eastern cultures, and our society is the opposite. And it kind of shows up, because almost every elderly person is at least on 20 pills.
It's like their life, putting them in the pillbox and taking them, and putting in the pillbox and taking them, and go filling prescriptions. Yeah.
Yeah, we just basically making sure that they die as fast as possible. So, all right, we talked about all the stuff that's going on. Let's talk about the solution. What is the solution?
What is the solution? Well, I mean, I think the solution is to apply, to learn the right skills of how to be happier, how to live a life of purpose, and how to live, to be present in your life and applying your values and strengths. So, you know, if I were going to pick, you know, a couple specific things, one of the things I think is so important that we do is to really assess who we are. Now, sometimes when I say